Okay, so today we're doing a session on the third eye. And if you would like, now I know I said make yourself comfortable, but maybe not that comfortable. So if you don't mind to sit up with your legs crossed, if you can. You can also sit, if you are not comfortable with the legs crossed, you can sit with the legs out like this, or legs straight. You can sit on your knees. It's completely up to you. So, like I said, today is a session on the third eye, and we are going to be starting with chanting the mantra that is linked with the third eye. And so the third eye is the Ajna chakra. It's situated here in the middle of the forehead. It is normally connected with a deep purple kind of color, indigo almost. And it is the seat of our intuition. It is the eye that sees what the other two eyes can't see. It is really the ability to put an image or a thought on the feelings of the heart and on whatever it is that we are experiencing with our body and with our energy. So it's really important to keep it clear and cleansed as much as possible, to keep it nice and strong and energized, because that allows for the Kundalini energy to circulate in the most healthy way. When we've got blocks that release from the chakras through the Kundalini energy, I'm not going to go too deep in this, but I'm just quickly going to say this. When we release the blocks from the chakras, and we can be doing this by doing anything that is balanced for us. So it could be that you're doing a Kundalini practice, Kundalini Yoga practice like this one, or maybe you're going to do some Reiki healing, or maybe you're going to eat a very healthy and balanced fruit that you really needed right now. Or maybe you're going for a walk and you needed to be by trees and ground yourself. Any one of these events can help to release blocks in us. When these blocks release, they go through the river of the Kundalini. And then as they pass through upwards to dissipate, they come up. And when they get to the third eye identifies them so that your system can function in a safe way, because we are programmed to need to survive. And so when those blocks come to the mind, they need to be identified clearly and healthily. If they are not, then the fears are going to take over, and fearful thoughts can come, stressful thoughts can come when these blocks get released. So it's really important to keep this chakra, the Ajna chakra, nice and healthy as much as possible. So today we're going to meditate with the Om mantra. Each chakra has a mantra connected to it. They are called Bija mantras. And Om is the one for the third eye. I'm going to chant it a few times so that you can get a sense of how to, the rhythm of how to do it yourself. And then I will stop and I will continue to chant it silently in my mind. You can decide either to chant it the whole way through, you can chant it out loud, or you can chant it silently in your mind as well. And I'm going to take breaks also. I'm going to pause you from the chanting at different times just to have a rest, and then going back to it for the next few minutes. So, first of all, as you are sitting now comfortably with your legs crossed, pelvis, if you wish, the legs crossed, pelvis slightly forward, chest up, shoulders down, chin in, closing your eyes. Taking a nice long deep breath in and out to begin. And here, first of all, clearing the mind out, letting go of the thoughts. It doesn't mean removing all the thoughts from the mind, because that's not possible. What this means is to not engage with the thoughts, watching them passing and coming back to you being the observer of these thoughts. You are noticing what's happening. You're noticing the thoughts as if you were in an art gallery, watching and observing and noticing the paintings that are hanging on the wall. You are looking at them and you may feel their vibe, but you are not interacting with them. You are the observer. You are noticing them, but you are staying firmly and comfortably in your center of peace. Now I'm inviting you to notice a really lovely, really deep purple color in the middle of your third eye. In the middle of, sorry, in the middle of your forehead at your third eye. Imagining a dot of light there of that deep purple color of about the size of a £1 coin. Now I'm going to start chanting, and you can, if you wish, chant with me, or you can chant silently in your mind, or you can just remain relaxed and absorbing the sound and absorbing the mantra. Now, just a quick explanation. When we are chanting Om, there are many ways that people teach it. The way that I teach it is that we chant Aum. So we are really chanting three sounds. Ah, Um, Mm. And we try to keep just about the right balance of chanting the same duration of time for each sound. So this is how it's done. And relax, going back to focusing on the purple light in the middle of your forehead at your Ajna chakra, third eye chakra. The chanting happens on every exhale. So as we chant, we breathe in, first of all silently, and then we breathe out and we chant as the air comes out. You may have noticed with my voice, I'm not sure, but sometimes the voice can crack as we are doing the chanting, or it can change tune as we are chanting. It's normal, just embrace it, let it happen. That means the throat chakra is doing its own thing and clearing itself out as you are chanting. Now focusing again still on this beautiful deep purple light in the middle of your forehead at your Ajna chakra. And we're going to do it one more time. Again, you can chant out loud or silently in your mind, or you can just relax here and absorb the sound and the mantra. I'm going to chant it again. Breathing in and then chanting as we breathe out. And relax. Keep on noticing the deep purple light in the middle of your forehead. And don't worry, I know it's a bit late for me saying this, but don't worry if the light doesn't come up as purple, but it comes out as another color. As long as the color is comfortable to you, you can just focus on that color. And you can take a nice long deep breath in and out to finish and opening your eyes. Now, remembering that this is a Kundalini practice, so please do not hesitate at any time, as long as you feel balanced and stable, to close your eyes and to experience what you are doing within yourself, an internal experience of your energy and what's happening inside of you. Quickly, two things about the Om mantra. The first one is if you ever have a baby crying and you want that child to relax and to settle, try and chant Om to that child, and you will see more likely than not that child is going to find a deeper sense of peace and will relax, and the crying might stop. Equally, if you've got an instrument that vibrates at the vibration of Om mantra, which I can't remember what it is, but I might be able to put it in the content part of the YouTube video for this. You can achieve the same thing. So like with a Tibetan bowl, for example, And the last thing I'm going to say about this, and I'll stop talking, is the Om mantra is it brings a very deep sense of peace to to us by balancing the third eye. And apparently, I've not got any proof on that, but apparently, it is the vibration that the earth creates as it spins. So that means that basically the sound that the earth makes as it goes around is the same sound as the Om mantra, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, we're going to stand and we're going to start the warm-up. Now, if you are comfortable to go all the way down, please do so. If not, I'm going to show you one other way to do it. But for now, what we're going to do is we are going to open the legs wide as you can, really go wide. If you suffer from high blood pressure, do not go with the head down to do this, and instead do the other version I will show as we are standing up straight. If you can go down, going down from the hips, bending forward and going down. Now, remember that this is a warm-up. So we're going to activate this Kundalini energy. And so what we're going to do is here, we are going to be punching. So we are staying upside down like this and punching at the same time. And you can move your shoulders. Be careful not to punch the floor and be careful not to extend your arms completely out so that you don't hurt your arms as you are punching. If you don't want to do it with the head down or if you have high blood pressure, then do it up here as we've done it before and punching forward. Okay? Whether you are down or up, as you punch, you breathe out. And so you punch, you breathe out. You come back with this arm, you breathe in, and then you punch with the other one, you breathe out. You come back, you breathe in, and as the fists are kind of meeting in the middle, by the time that they've met, you are breathing in, and then you're punching as they separate, you breathe out. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And you can do it down or standing. So when you are ready, you can start going, and we want to go as fast as possible. If you're in your periods, do it standing, not bent forward. And relax. Belly muscles nice and tight to really support your spine as you are doing this. And going back into it again. And relax. Are you feeling a strain in your lower back? If your lower back is not comfortable, do the rest of it standing. Otherwise, let's go back to it one more time. And relax. One more time, and let's go. And relax. Now bringing your feet back a little bit and coming back up. Settling here for a moment. Now we're doing it forward. So when you're ready, And relax. Noticing how you are feeling within yourself when we are taking breaks. Noticing, are you feeling warmer? Are you maybe sweating? I am. Are you feeling tingling? Are you feeling cold? Some people do. So noticing how you are feeling, because that is you getting used to your Kundalini energy, getting to know your Kundalini energy. Now we're going to be punching up. You're not going to see the end of my fist, but don't worry. You're just putting your hands in a fist, and instead of punching the way you were doing here forward, you're going to be doing it up. And you can look up as well as you do it. And same thing, we are breathing out as we punch out. We breathe in as the fists come to the same level. And then we breathe out as we punch out with the other fist, making sure not to completely extend the arm, but to keep it slightly bent. Okay? So when you are ready, and relax. Make sure you have a good balance with your feet. And again, and relax. And again, and relax. So with Kundalini practice, you can bring your feet back together. And now we are going to be sitting down on the mat. With Kundalini practices, movements don't have to be perfect. Poses don't have to be perfect. What's important is to really get the breath going. And we don't stay long enough when we are doing the high paced part. We're not staying long enough in the poses that we really need, that we can really make them perfect. So it's really a matter of doing the breath. The main effort is in the breath. Now we're going to do the rowing. So legs nice and straight in front of you. The upper body stays as straight as possible from the shoulders down to the pelvis. And then belly muscles nice and tight so that you can support your spine as you move. Now with the rowing, we roll back, we breathe in, we go over and forward, we breathe out, and we move as fast as we can. So it's not so much about how far back you can go, but it's how quickly you can move with your breath. Keep going. And relax. If your eyes were open, you can close them and notice how you are feeling in yourself. Sometimes I can feel the energy shifting from parts of the body to others, because depending on the activity we do, we're still stimulating different parts of us. So really noticing, knowing yourself, discovering yourself through this practice. And we're going to go again. So we need to rest in between, but we don't want the energy to go right back down. Now, this time, as we roll, we're going to go forward, down, and back up. So we are going the other way around as we were doing. And again, we breathe in as we go back. We breathe out as we go forward. Belly muscles nice and tight. And relax. Now we're going to move on to the next part. The next one we do almost at every one of my classes, but this is really good for the third eye in particular. I mean, it's good for every chakra, but here the focus is the third eye. So remember, in the middle of your forehead, noticing this dark purple dot of light there through the whole time of this practice. So now we're going to do the spine flex. So we're moving with the breath between two poses. As we breathe in, we tilt the pelvis forward so the belly comes forward. The chest is out and the chin is up. As we breathe out, we bring the belly in, the chest in, and the chin in. And so we keep shifting like this. We breathe in, we open, we breathe out, we close in. If we want to make this deeper, we also can use our hands on our thighs. And in this case, what we're doing is we breathe in, we bring the hands back, we rub the thighs. We breathe out, we push the hands out like this. We are trying to go as fast as we can, but you need to be very cautious about your spine. How does your back feel? And how does your neck feel? Okay? Make sure to listen to that and do not go too deep into the move if it hurts. And if it really hurts, then you should not do it at all and you can wait until it's over, or you can go back to some punching as you're seated here. Now, breathing in, we're open. Breathing out, we're closing and pushing arms out. Breathing in, breathing out. And relax for a moment. And knowing also, I didn't mention this, but you can actually do this with your eyes shut, allowing for this whole practice for this here, the spine flex we are doing, to be done with the eyes shut. And then you can really get a sense of your center of gravity and where to hold yourself to keep balance. And also really noticing the deep purple light in the middle of your forehead as you keep on shifting and as your head moves, you are energizing that point of energy. Great. Now we're going to start again. So when you're ready, we breathe in. So we breathe in, we arch the back, the head goes back as far as comfortable, and the hands come up to the hips. As we breathe out, we push, we go round back, pelvis back, chest in, chin in, and we push the hands out. And relax. Noticing how you are feeling within yourself. Now I am at a point where it's vibrating, the energy is vibrating, but it is not fizzing up. What it is though is it's turning into this deep sense of peace, like a smooth, sweet honey spreading. Right. Now we're going to start the Kriya. Think we're warming up. So we can do this. The first thing we're going to do, you can do it with the legs crossed, or you can do it if you want to make it a little bit harder. You can also sit on your knees. I'm going to show you both. Now to do this, we're keeping the lower belly slightly forward. The chest is up. Here, what we're going to do, keeping the shoulders down, we are going to bring the arms up and we're going to hold a mudra. The mudra we are holding is called the Kali mudra. To do it, we interlace the fingers, pointing indexes, and then crossing the thumbs over. I'm going to come to the camera so you can see it better. So we interlace the fingers together, keeping the indexes pointing together, and here we're crossing the thumbs over. And you can cross them in whichever way. People will tell you there's one way for men, one way for women, or different ways for different purpose, but today we don't have to think about that. So interlacing your fingers, pointing indexes, crossing thumbs, bringing this up here. So that means that you need to make sure that your ears don't go beyond, sorry, your arms don't go beyond your ears. And also try not to move your ears beyond your arms. And then as you're here, relaxing the shoulders down. So I am not overreaching with my shoulders. My shoulders are nice and down. My arms are actually slightly bent. Hands are tight and nice together, but not tense. Belly muscles nice and tight. And here we're going to do the breath of fire. To do the breath of fire, I quickly remind you, and I might actually do a separate video just to teach that. Just to remind you, we breathe in, we make the belly nice and big. Then the most effort of this breath is breathing out. We are punching, literally punching the air out. And because it comes out so strong, when we breathe back in, it comes in like the body takes all the air back in automatically. As we breathe in, the belly is nice and fat, filled with air. As we breathe out, the navel goes to the spine. So that means your belly is gonna keep pumping as you do it. The second thing is it's a breath that is only done through the nose. So make sure you clear your nose out before you do it. And there's a third thing. No, I've said it. It's the punching of the breath. Okay. So I'm going to show you from the side so you can really see the movement of my belly, hopefully. So arms up and with the Kali mudra, index fingers together, fingers crossed. And here, as you are holding up, starting the breath of fire. So breathing in and punching the air out and pumping with the breath. Okay? So you can do it with your legs crossed, or if you wish, you can do it sitting on your knees. If you wish to sit on your knees but you're not too comfortable, then you can also put a cushion on your feet and sit on there. And then the pelvis here is tilted back. You're bringing your arms up in a Kali Mudra and doing the breath of fire. So whatever feels comfortable to you. And then when you're ready, then starting the breath of fire. And relaxing. Now, I invite you to keep your arms up if you can, but if you can't, you can bring them down and have a rest just now here. You don't have, when we're doing the breath of fire, you don't need to go as fast as me or as slow as me. Go at your own rhythm. You want to go faster, you can go faster. You want to go slower, go slower. If you are in your periods, do not do the breath of fire. Instead, use your normal breath and just keep moving your belly at the speed of your normal breath, but no punching and pushing the air out. Just gently breathing in and out. And if you feel comfortable to do so and don't have any pain, you can bring the belly in and out with the breath, okay? Right, so now let's do this again. So either legs crossed or on your knees, bringing the arms up with the Kali mudra, index fingers together, fingers interlaced and thumbs crossed, and then shoulders down. And then when you're ready, you can start the breath of fire again. Relaxing and bringing your arms back down. Now we're going to go and lie down, so you can watch first before you lie down. And also a quick word on the Kali Mudra, so the one we were holding, mudra being the yoga of the fingers. The Kali Mudra is normally associated with the heart because it's an amazing heart cleansing and removes the blocks. But when that happens, it can be really quite powerful. So to not be doing for too long at any one time, especially if you're not used to it. But today it is used for the third eye because as we're pointing up in that mudra with just the two fingers together, going up, we are channeling that energy, that Kundalini energy to come all the way up. And so it reaches the third eye more powerfully and stronger than if you had your fingers together like this or any other way. Okay, this said, now we're going to be lying down on the floor, on the mat. And what we are going to do is we're going to be a child throwing a tantrum for a moment. So we're going to have the legs up and we're going to have the arms up. And we're going to be punching and kicking up in the air, literally. But we're going to do it with the breath and we're going to try and do it to keep building that energy. So we're going to try to go a bit fast with it. And we are also going to add an extra challenge, if you're up for it, is to use alternate feet and hands. So that means that whatever hand is going up, the other one, for the legs, the opposite is up. So I am punching with my right hand, I'm kicking with my left foot, and like this, alternating. Don't worry if the alternating is not happening. You can do it with the same side. That's not a problem. That's just to keep the brain working a little bit harder. Now, again, the same thing as when we were doing the punching. When the feet and the hands are meeting up in the air, we are breathing in. Then, when they are switching and going up, we breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And we keep going as fast as we can. And relaxing. Now, remember to keep focusing on the dark purple light in the middle of your forehead. And with this, again, it doesn't have to be perfect, so you don't have to, and actually it's better if you don't stretch all the way out because you can damage, again, your elbows or your knees. So try to keep partially bent as you go up, okay? Now, let's do it one more time when you are ready. Oh, see, now I messed it up. I didn't do the alternate. Hang on. And relax back down and rest here. You can put your feet down on the mat and then dropping your knees into rest, interlacing your fingers and resting them on your belly, or having your arms out and just resting here for a moment and noticing how you are feeling and keeping on noticing the deep purple color in the middle of your forehead. Now we're going to do a practice that is a bit slower pace. What we want now, we are starting to bring the Kundalini lower, slower. This one is like an intermediate type of speed. And we're going to do it lying down as well. So the feet can be on the floor and the knees can just be resting like this, bent. It doesn't matter the width of opening of the knees and the feet, just as long as you are comfortable. The action is going to happen with the arms. We're going to be bringing the arms up and we're going to be crossing them like scissors. We breathe in, we open, we breathe out, we close them. You can go as far as you want. I'm stopped by the couch here, but you can go as far as you can on either side, just as long as you keep the same opening, and palms are facing towards your toes, palms of the hands. And breathing in, we open, breathing out, we close. And as we open, we then switch and put the hand that was at the bottom of the crossing is now at the top. And then I open again and I cross again. Yeah. We're not going as fast now. We're starting to bring the energy down. Keeping the belly muscles nice and tight still to support this movement. And relax. Again, bringing your arms to the sides of your body, palms facing up, and relaxing here for a moment. Now we're going to sit up one more time. And we're going to do some poses in stillness now. Now we're going to do what is called head to knee. We're going to start with the legs straight in front of us. And then we're going to take the left leg and we're going to bring the left sole of the foot against the inside of the right leg. The right leg doesn't move at all. You can bring it, so it could be at calf level, knee level, or thigh level. You can put the heel completely in the next to the pubic bone. And then here, if you wish to deepen and stretch, you can bring your toes towards you from that straight leg, which is your right leg. And then we're going to bend forward from the hips. Now, I know it's called head to knee, but we're not actually going to bring the head to the knee. We're going to bring the belly and the chest to the leg. So here, bending forwards, relaxing the shoulders. Now we are going to really go into a resting part of the session. So this, as long as you feel a stretch, it doesn't matter if you're going all the way or not. You can, if you wish, hold on to your toes, but you don't have to. You can really take this to really relax, to bend forward, and to let your whole upper body relax as your lower body is stretching. Keep holding it. Really relaxing here. Coming back up, straightening your left leg down. Here, if you have any stiffness, you can move your legs, taking a couple of breaths here fast before we do the other side. And now doing the other side. So starting again with both legs nice and straight this time, taking your right leg, the foot bringing it to the inside of the right leg, of the left leg rather. The other way would be difficult. And then from the hips bending forward, bringing lower belly and chest towards the leg, and trying to keep both hands at the same height, because that allows you to have a nice stretch of the where are we? The right side of the upper body as well. Coming back up. Now we're going to be, oh no, let me show you before we lie down, because then at the end we're going to soon do the meditation, in which case you don't have to get back up. In the meditation in a minute, I'm going to guide you. Uh, so if you can see this, it's called an amethyst. It's a crystal. And I'm going to show you. I know it's not showing very well because it's quite bright. Maybe this one, yeah. Now this one shows better. So this crystal is called an amethyst crystal. It's a purple color, and we're going to be spending time in an amethyst cave with a meditation. So it was just so that you know what it looks like for the meditation. But first, we're going to do a last asana, a last pose. We're going to do the butterfly, lying down here, bringing the soles of your feet together and your heels of your feet as close to the buttocks as possible. And here, opening the knees out and resting the arms at your side, palms facing up. Making sure your pelvis is tilted back, which means your pubic bone's coming towards your navel, so that there's no gap between your lower back and the mat. And relaxing here. As you are here, becoming aware again of this dark purple light in the middle of your forehead. Amazingly, just noticing how you have the universe all around you, and how you are opening up towards this beautiful, beautiful cosmos, and really just enjoying the surrendering and relaxing into this pose. Bringing your knees back up. And now we're going to do the meditation, the last part of the session, to completely relax. So lying down in Savasana, if you are comfortable to do so, with the feet away from each other slightly, and the legs nice and straight down. The arms are starting away from the body, palms are facing up. If that's uncomfortable for your lower back, you can lie down with your feet on the mat and your knees dropped in. Or if you want, you can lie down on your side. If you have a cushion and a cover, you can use those. Really making yourself comfortable, making this time yours to relax. Closing your eyes when you are ready. Taking a nice long deep breath in and out to begin. Now relaxing absolutely every muscle. Letting go of every tension in your whole body. Relaxing your legs all the way down to the tip of your toes. Relaxing your pelvis and your back. Relaxing your belly and your chest. Relaxing your shoulders and your arms and your neck. And relaxing your head and your mind. Now I'm inviting you to start walking on a path. It doesn't matter the landscape around, but in front of you there is a mountain. And you can see on the side of that mountain that there is an opening that takes you into a cave. So you can start to walk into the cave. This cave has an opening at the top, so light is coming in through there. So the sunlight is kind of coming in, and as you step in the heart of the cave, you can notice all of these amethyst crystals everywhere. They are on the walls, on the floor, on the ceiling, absolutely everywhere in the cave is like a giant amethyst egg, and you are in the center of it. There is still that hole at the top where the sunlight's coming through, so you can notice the purity of these crystals by noticing the sunlight hitting them in the softest possible way. and noticing how transparent and clear they are, and yet what a beautiful shade of deep purple they are. So you can spend a moment just enjoying this beauty. The glistening light on each crystal, revealing each of them individually with their quirks, their different shapes, their different depth of purple. Some are lighter, others are darker. Some are small, some are big. All of them really smooth. And there is a place in here amongst those crystals that is made of this beautiful amethyst crystal, but somehow it is flat. So you can, if you wish, sit on that surface of that beautiful amethyst crystal, or even lie down on it if you want to. Otherwise, you can also keep walking or standing in a cave. And here you can let the beauty of this energy from these crystals come into you if you wish, and letting them heal you, letting them balance your third eye, letting them bring you such a deep sense of peace, allowing you to relax your muscles deeper and deeper as you are here with all these crystals. Letting the crystal's energy get into you and healing you and relaxing you if you wish. And in any case, allowing yourself to let go of tension in absolutely every muscle, to relax your heart, to relax your breath that is settling softer and softer now, and to relax your mind. Really enjoying this deeply peaceful moment. Keeping on noticing the deep purple color in the middle of your forehead and letting that color match the beauty, the glowing beauty of those crystals around you. Now, this level of peace and relaxation you are in, you can keep with you at all times. And I'm inviting you to keep connecting with it throughout the rest of your week and the weekend. I'm inviting you now to come away from this cave, to bring yourself back into your room, into your space, coming back into your mind, into your body, taking a nice long deep breath to finish. And then little by little, waking your body up again, moving your toes and your fingers, your hands, your feet, your legs, your arms, giving your body a stretch. When you're ready to come back up, lie down onto your left side first with your knees bent for a few breaths, and then come back up to sit.